Prep for a busy week with Whole Foods Market. Start your day with fully cooked breakfast sausages from Amy Lou, 365 brand frozen waffles with no bleached flours, and of course Whole Foods Market eggs, which are all cage-free or better. In the evening, bring home a build-your-own family meal that feeds four for just $35. Choose one entree and two sides. Shop smarter, not harder, at Whole Foods Market.
Good Monday morning. Welcome into the Morning Roast on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket. Brian Sullivan, Greg Hirsch, Jeff Hoak. Back in studio here with us on this Monday morning. Yes, you heard that right. Jeff Hoak in here as Marqus is off for his bachelor party. Can't wait to hear about all that. But it is Monday morning. We are back in the saddle again. Greg, how are you?
We're doing good, man. A little reunion day. I love it.
Jeff, how's it going over there, buddy?
It's going great. It's been a while. I didn't know if I remember how to produce this, but so far so good.
I can hear myself. I heard the intro. We're off and running. You're recording. Yeah, life is good. How was the weekend, Greg?
It was awesome. I got the chance to go down. Miranda and I got to spend a little long weekend down in Portland. Saw the Krusz DiStefano, he's got a tough name to say. Anyway, show at Empire Comedy Club, which is cool because it's a tiny little club above the Empire Chinese food restaurant, which he addressed the fact that he was above a Chinese food restaurant, like when he had sold out Radio City Music Hall in the past. So that was good. He was hysterical, awesome, had a nice, Miranda made reservations at Solo Italiano, beautiful place. Just not my crowd down there, though. Just not my crowd. I mean, it's just a little Portland. Where have you gone from my younger days? And I know I'm getting older, but not a lot of people dealing with the issues of property tax down there. A lot of renters.
Yeah.
A lot of
Are they paying rent?
Different. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. They look like they're upset about some things. That's for sure. Lovely lady at the diner for breakfast had some nice big pentagram earrings and things. I was like, I don't think this is the place for us. But it was nice though.
Comedy show was good. Food was good.
Yeah.
Had a good time. Jeff, how have you been, buddy?
I've been good. I don't think I've been on since April, so it's been a long
that
time.
long.
Yeah. Great weekend. Didn't have it done much, but it was nice to just sit back, relax, watch some Red Sox, watch some Patriots on Saturday. Just great weekend in Boston sports.
What you decided something like about a month ago? You're like, I'm just gonna tweet. I am gonna just pump out tweets. When
You get bored after a while.
you just started cranking out some tweets though?
Yeah.
Like you got a lot going on over there.
Yeah, you get bored sitting when you don't have to wake up at 4 a.m. and have to come in here and you don't take your naps in between. You start to get bored.
Yeah.
So you just decide to start tweeting more. Maybe not as much foul language as I used to use.
Yeah.
But
Cleaned it up a
still.
little bit.
Classy guy now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
a little more classy, not full class.
Am I about that right? About a month ago?
Roughly.
I just started like I'm just gonna hit him up.
Yeah, it was right after I went to the Noah Khan concert.
Okay.
That's a good time.
In Boston.
Yeah.
So that's about when that started hitting.
Okay, good. There
Nice.
you go. Well, I express yourself. That's usually on Tuesday, but feel free to do it today if you like. So we got Jordan Stevens going to join us here this morning in a little bit. We got we'll do the year 2000. We'll talk Dan O'Connell as we're going to do high school football 2-a-days. We'll have a coach in the morning. The guys in the afternoon will have a coach. We'll get ready for high school football leading up here. So yeah, it is.
You had an anniversary this weekend, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. Yep.
Nice.
5 years? Yeah, 5.
Yeah. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Yep, 5 years. We were married. Crazy how it goes by so quick. But had a good, went up to dinner on Friday night and then went to the movies on Saturday. Had a great family day on Saturday. And then yesterday, just typical marriage stuff where you clean the house and go shopping and that's your entire day.
Yeah, exactly. Chores.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's good. But I did see The Odyssey. Weighted classic. 7th week it's out. That's when I go see it. But it was so it's a 3-hour movie, and that's daunting. And even to go to the movie. So what we did is went to the 7 o'clock, spent the day with the kids, left them behind with the parents, and shot over to the movie. And I will say, first 20 minutes of that movie, I'm thinking, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
This stinks.
Slow.
It's just talky.
Yeah,
You got to set
okay.
it all up. I got to go to war. Don't go to war. Let's run. Don't run. One thing I liked about The Odyssey is that they were not. It's what? When does it take place? Where does it take place? we're all just going to talk how we're going to talk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice.
I'm American. You're British. I'm
good.
from here. Like, let's just talk normal.
We're not going to go into the great mythology
I'm not really
of things.
Odysseus.
Yeah.
I'm Matt Damon.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
I'm not going to do like a Roman accent. I'm not Spanish. I'm
Right.
just
How you like them apples?
Matt Damon from Southie. You're Anne Hathaway. You're doing a good job. I know
right.
it's really hard for you. I've been gone for a long time.
Sure.
But and so Spider-Man's in it as the kid.
Nice.
Everybody's got something good to do. Robert Pattinson plays kind of like a sniveling suitor of Anne Hathaway. But it's been out for a little bit. But essentially, every time these guys are out there on the water, they got to go get supplies. Every time they go in, something wild happens. And it just cranks by.
Yeah, it's an adventure.
For like 3 hours. Right, Jeff? You've seen it.
Yeah, no, I did. You're 1,000% right. 20 minutes in, you're like, eh. But yeah, no, once it starts picking up and once I hit the open sea, that's when it like really starts to get, wow, okay,
and
this is awesome.
So like the stuff that like I don't know how familiar you guys are with like the copy or what you read in school, but the Cyclops I remembered.
Yeah, I remember that.
The Trojan horse, of course, you remember that.
Of course.
That's over with like in an hour. And then I'm thinking, what else did these guys deal with?
Right.
And they got a lot of stuff to deal with. But I did appreciate that we're all just going to talk how we talk.
Yeah, that is, exactly. It's like, don't make it, because they never can do it well.
I think it's like Hunt for Red October is a good example of that.
Yeah.
Where Sean Connery he's Sean Connery.
Right.
Playing a Russian, a submarine commander. At some point, they just kind of zoom in on something and zoom back out and like, yeah, we're all just going to talk normal.
This is it. Yeah, this is all we're going to do.
Let's just, we're making a movie here.
Yeah, let's not annoy. It's actually annoying to the audience trying to do it the other way.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed it, and I would give it, go check it out. And I saw it in a regular theater, but
fine.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. You saw it in a regular theater,
yeah,
right?
No, I'm sure IMAX is fantastic, but the closest IMAX is Rhode Island. And don't really feel like
you
going to
go
Rhode
in
Island.
Saco.
Saco's got one.
Oh, Saco still has one? Oh, okay.
So there you go. But yeah, anyways, I would give it a recommendation. Let's get back to it. Roast presented by Next Home. They're the market leader. Get looped and get sold with the Next Home experience. We're in the Greenway Equipment Studios, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a Deere. And Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, offering custom blinds, shades, drapes, outdoor awnings. Bangor Window Shade, 105 Main Street in Bangor. All right, Jeff, let's do some headlines and highlights. All right, Red Sox, a sweep over the weekend. In your opinion, did Rafi Devers deserve to get booed this weekend? Did he deserve the boos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I do. Yeah.
For the way he left? Yeah. Absolutely. For the way he left, he was asked to do something. He got, poo-pooed that, and it just, the Sox obviously have a lot to do in the blame of it all, but he could have handled that so much different, and they might not have been in the situation they were in.
Okay.
3-4 years down the road, it'll all be fine, but recent bias, you got to get booed for that.
After the sweep, Chad Tracy talked about Jake Bennett sticking with him. Nice little outing from his pitcher.
Yeah, certainly didn't look like he was going to be going 7 the way that thing started. That's for sure. I mean, they kept talking about his velocity being down. He had longer days off than he was used to, and it just wasn't looking good. But he found a way to pull the nose up.
Last 2 days, you're kind of sitting there like they go down 2-0. You're like, ooh, here we go. And you got some dude named Matt Tugboat Wilkinson mowing you down, and you're like, oh boy. And then finally they broke through. But yeah, there was a little bit of in there. You're like, ooh, here we go.
That's a little bit of that magic that they seem to have rediscovered, right? Like
yes.
Those Saturday, Sunday games. That's probably in May, June. You probably pack that in, and
you do,
and we're not winning those.
You
games.
do. I mean, Merlone said it on the national broadcast. He's like, "This is like a few months ago. You shut the TV off." Right.
And one thing, Sadan's got to just not challenge pitches anymore.
No,
I swear to God, ever since day one, I've never wanted him to challenge.
He's really bad at it.
He's so bad.
As great a year as he's having.
I know.
Well, I caught that. Merlone said it on the broadcast too. 499 out of 499 qualified hitters. He's the dead last at it.
He's so bad.
At one point, you just got to take your pride and be like, man, I can't do this anymore.
The one he challenged in the early going was such a strike.
Big time. He was like all red.
Yeah, you're like, buddy,
right. Yeah.
What is going on here? Like Jeff mentioned, you had the Patriots in action over the weekend against the Eagles. Watch much of it, Jeff. You're busy. You're good. What'd you think of what you saw, Jeff? Did you see much, Greg?
I had it on.
You did.
Yeah, I mean, I had it on. I wasn't really paying attention. Red Sox were on at the same time, so it's like I kind of had it on as background noise just to have it. But It was a good game. Defense was in. But.
Saw the Kyle Williams touchdown.
Right, yeah. The preseason's so hard to take much from. It's more the practices, but it's just good to see him out there, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, and when word, I think it was midday that basically word got through that starters weren't playing. So it was like, whatever. It's a scrimmage. You're watching a scrimmage.
Mike Vrabel was asked about Gabe Yakus, and here's what he had to say.
They need him to have a fast learning curve because he's got all the natural skill sets. Everybody that has seen him says that the athleticism's there. It's just a learning curve for the NFL.
Yeah, it does still seem like he's a guy that Vrabel needs to have him pay his dues a little bit, right?
Sure.
You sat out for a bit, and we'll see. But you're right. I think that they do need him just from a depth standpoint. Okay, quick commercial break. We were going to talk with Jordan Stevens, head coach of the Maine football team. They are a few days away from the opener.
Incredible.
Thursday down at Towson. We'll talk with him about that after the break. Also, want to tell you about your local family-owned McDonald's on Maine and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Extra value meals with extra value when you use the Mickey D app in August. Get a classic Big Mac or filet of fish extra value meal for only $8 when you use the app. And Maine Athletics this fall. It's time to pack the stands at Alphon Stadium. Cheer on Maine football. Season tickets are on sale now and give you the best value and best seats for every home game. Go blackbears.com/tickets. And lastly, connect to our social media channels on 929 The Ticket on Facebook, Instagram, 929 The Ticket, sports.net.maine on TikTok, and Sportsnet Maine on YouTube. Back with Jordan right after this. Uno Pizzeria and Grill. They got late night deals every night in the bar lounge, 9 p.m. to close. $6 apps, $5 cheeseburgers, $5 Indy cheese or pepperoni deep dish at 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Now joining us on the Heroes Hotline is Jordan Stevens, head coach of the Maine football team. Jordan, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Doing good, man. Happy Monday of game week. Just hits a little different. How you feeling?
Absolutely, yeah. We're excited, and obviously our preparation has been underway, but always takes on a little bit different feel once you get into the official game week. So, but yeah, just excited players are, and just got a real focus and purpose to what we're doing, and excited about Thursday night.
This is the day where you guys obviously have been there. You're all settled in, been practicing for a few weeks, but the students move in. You got freshman move-in day. Campus comes alive today. So it all starts to feel a little bit different. More stuff going on in and around you guys, right?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, we're, this week, the university really does a great job just with their orientation and onboarding this week with a lot of our new students. And as you said, our guys have been here and our freshmen have been here since the beginning of July, and our returners have been here since June 1st. So, we're just still going. And, we've turned our focus really to our prep last week as we shifted out of training camp. But yes, a lot of exciting things here on campus. A lot of new with the facilities coming along and getting some people on campus. Definitely a lot of energy here.
What just take me through the week? What lies ahead for you and the guys?
Yeah, we have practice this morning. We'll be out there. This will be our it's really our sixth practice on Towson. So we'll get some third down situations, some 2-minute, and then tomorrow we'll come back out, get some more red zone, and then on Wednesday, obviously we'll have a walkthrough. Then we'll be off and headed to Baltimore for our game Thursday night. So it's gonna come fast, and got a lot of work to do today and tomorrow and Friday before we get there. But just like where our guys' heads are at and how they've approached practice. So expect that today as well.
What can you tell us about Towson?
Yeah, Towson, I mean, just a team that has been continually getting better. Played a true freshman quarterback last year who, we think is terrific in not only throwing the ball, but also he can hurt you with his legs. He can extend plays. He's going to look for opportunities to do that as well. And a lot of unknowns in terms of their roster. With where we are in college football, a lot of times you'll find a roster that has a lot of turnover. So, when we're looking at the roster and returners from a year ago, a lot of those guys are not there. So, this first game is really going to come down to, our ability to focus on ourselves, to execute our playbook, execute our calls at a high level, and really just looking for guys to play to our standard. And I think, looking at us and them, we're both going through the same thing. We have a number of new players in different positions as well. And I think the team that can focus on their execution, adapting adjustments after the first quarter, finding out who you're going against, I think will come out on top.
Certainly quite the spot for Eddie Bueller, your first guy, first start for your quarterback, going down there at Towson. Did the way that he's handled himself throughout the preseason factor into the decision to put him in this spot, to be the guy who's going to take this team on the road and start against Towson in game one?
Yeah, Eddie has just been he has wanted to be the quarterback here, and been very intentional on that. I think all of them want that. I thought his preparation, his commitment to improving this summer, going back to the spring, his willingness to lead and his want to lead and become a better leader, just how he's gone about his business in every facet, and has been really impressive. And then he's improved his game on the field. So his ability to get the ball out of his hands quickly, his ability to run, what he's done in the weight room has been outstanding. So we have full belief in Eddie, and it's been great even the last 5 or 6 days, just seeing him continue to grow and see his confidence continue to grow as well as we're preparing for Towson. But just really pleased with his growth and development. And it wasn't an easy decision because that whole room is talented, and it really took us a while to get to a decision. But we're fired up, and we're excited to see Eddie take the field Thursday night.
Coach, how much do you rely on the veterans this week just to set the tone? Because emotions are going to run high. It's week one anyway, but you gotta maintain focus through those emotions. How much do the veterans play into it this week?
Yeah, it's a valid point. I mean, we have a number of returning guys up front in our offensive line and on defense in our front and our secondary. So certainly rely on those guys to show no hesitation and show a sense of belief and confidence, because we have a lot of young guys. I mean, we'll play 3 of our true freshman receivers in this game, and we're excited to do that. We'll play a true freshman safety as well, So there's a number of guys who are have not played college football. This will be their first college football game, and so like having some guys out there with some experience is very important, but also guys that can display a sense of confidence and put those guys at ease will be important.
Where do you see the key matchup? What unit of yours against unit of theirs do you think is going to be where this thing is figured out?
I think it always come down to just our ability to run the football. That's been such an intentional aspect of our program the past 4 years, and something I'm really excited about, and how we've been able to develop our offensive line, our ability to stop the run on defense, and our ability to fit the run. I think that's improved immensely. So it's going to come down to those areas, and the fundamentals of ball security. This is something we are constantly focused on and talking about and emphasizing and drilling, but gotta take care of the football. This is game one. Got to tackle. The team that tackles, takes care of the football, can establish the level of physicality up front. I think certainly will be the one on top, and we fully expect to be able to do that.
Run the ball. Don't turn it over. I can get behind that.
Always. Timeless.
Yeah.
Timeless through all the football.
Yeah, exactly. Jordan,
you'll always find yourself back there.
Exactly.
3 yards in a cloud of dust, baby.
We'll take it. We'll take it absolutely. Jordan, we appreciate it. I don't even know if you got the bandwidth for this next one. Before you go, we wish you the best of luck. We can't wait to see you win. I got a question for you if you've even held the chance to take it in. This kid who was with the Browns in training camp, and now he's going back from the NFL back to college to play at LSU. Can you even put that in context for me? That just seems so wild that that's a thing that's happening in the world we live in now.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, we've had situations come across, our office of guys inquiring about coming here and being able to come back after being in mini camps. That's going on right now. I know like schools like Rhode Island have a player back on campus practicing with them, but still is not cleared to be eligible to play yet, but he's eligible to practice. But he was just in an NFL facility a month and a half ago. So I'm not totally sure on the ins and outs of why that is or what is happening there, but I know a lot of it has to do with the courts and state by state rulings on that. But I don't think it's a healthy thing at all. I think, and then it requires everyone to kind of skate around the rules. I was listening to like Virginia Tech was gonna, a lot of them have classes that don't start till 8 weeks in the semester, so they could technically get guys on their roster if they're not in class. So a lot of these areas, like when it comes to competing, people are going to find ways to compete and within the rules. And I guess as long as it's legal, it's there. But I certainly don't think it's a healthy thing for college football.
Just when we thought we got this thing figured out, we just like, okay, this can settle down a little bit. The roster's the roster. Like,
right.
What? The guy from the Browns is going to Rhodey? Well, you got to be kidding me. All right. Yeah, Jordan, we appreciate it. Wild stuff. Can't wait for Thursday. And we appreciate you. And we'll talk to you again next Monday.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Have a great week.
All right, Jordan Stevens, head coach of the Maine Black Bear football team. We talk more about all that, but can't wait. 5:30 pregame. Rich and Bob on the call. I believe year 30 for those guys going into the broadcast. So that can't wait to hear those guys. Also, Bigfoot fans, Tossie's Checkouts calling all Sasquatch seekers to the second annual Glenburn Sasquatch Calling Contest Saturday, August 29th from 1 to 5 at 1492 Pushaw Road in Glenburn. Win a $100 cash prize, compete for legendary bragging rights, and it's free to enter. Bring your crew, bring your call. See you at Tossie's Checkout. Back with, we'll do a little 2000 talk right after this. Getting our time machine next. Don't go away. Welcome back to the morning roast. Let's run through it way back in time here as we go through the 2000s. All right, let's do it, Greg, and Jeff as well. The Pats, this is the beginning of, I remember the Pats go 5-11. First full year with Belichick. Pats are like actually pretty good this year, but they just lose every game by like 8 points or less.
Right.
They're just
they're skilled
every game. Tom Brady brings into the mix. By the way, remember him, Tom Brady?
Yeah,
he gets drafted to the Pats.
Kind of an important year
that year. Red Sox go 85-77. Don't make the playoffs. Pedro's still good. 18-6. Wins the American League Cy Young. Nobar is the batting champion. It's 372 that year.
Yeah, incredible. Yeah.
Celtics go 35-47. Antoine Walker and Paul Pierce are in their lives. Don't make the playoffs. Bruins. Talk about the Bruins, Greg, this year. March 6, 2000. A day that she'll, I don't know about live in infamy.
No. It just was one of those things where the Bruins, they don't qualify for the playoffs. It's Ray Bork's. They did a solid. They actually did a solid, and they said, you know what? Bork deserves better than this. So we're gonna trade him to the Colorado Avalanche, right? So they don't win that year, but the following year they do win. It was a sad day in the fact that that's where the Bruins were at. It was, you know what? If you want to win a cup, we got to get you out of here.
Go ahead and go. Yeah.
We got to get you out of here.
Maine Black Bear hockey still. Off a championship, still pretty darn good, right?
Yeah, I mean, my God, you win in 99, 2000, they go to the Final Four, and they win Hockey East, they go to the Final Four. It really, it's bittersweet that year though too, right? So June, July is the time in 2000 where Sean Walsh is diagnosed with renal cell carcinoma, right? So after the season, having some health issues, come to find out it's like worst case scenario. So it was a great year for the hockey team, but really the challenge just started for Walsh at that point.
And so, what he's dealing with, I don't know how much the regular person is aware of it, but you as an alum know that things are starting to go bad.
Yeah, we knew pretty quick. It really started pretty harmlessly. He's battling a cough for most of the year. It turned out he had lymph nodes. It had gone to his lymph nodes in his chest, and it just was not a good scene and shocking to say the least.
Yeah. Let's see. The women's basketball team goes 20-11. They go 14-4 in America East. Still so strong under Joanne Palumbo McCall. Macaulay. They reached the NCAA's and won a game the year previous. To the other stuff, your Best Picture winner is Gladiator. It beats Crouching Tiger, Aaron Brockovich, Traffic, and Chocolat.
Chocolat.
There you go. The best box office movie of the year is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, followed by Castaway, MI2, Gladiator, What Women Want, Perfect Storm, Meet the Parents, X-Men, Scary Movie, What Lies Beneath.
That's a great top 10.
Really, once you go, you've been missing these, Jeff. When you go through the top 10 box office,
Yeah.
I mean, we've had some doozies of years.
I can imagine.
I mean, you go down. I mean, this is top 20. You get down around the 20th almost. You got Remember the Titans, The Patriot. I mean, it's some damn good movies.
And I'm here for Big Mama's House as well.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
we're also into the realm where Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is just a juggernaut.
Crushing.
Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, we can't get enough of it. It's the only thing that can knock ER from atop its post. Survivor premieres in 2000 as well. So we're starting to get reality TV becomes a huge part of our lives.
Yes.
It really is.
Big time. Big time. We're knee deep in it.
Grammy Album of the Year, Steely Dan.
Yeah, I don't remember this.
Beat out Marshall Mathers.
Yeah.
Radiohead
Beck and Paul Simon beat Steely Dan is the album of the year.
Unbelievable.
Probably a little revisionist history. Maybe wish we could have done it again. Albums top selling: NSYNC, Eminem, Britney Spears, Creed, and Santana.
Yeah.
A little Supernatural from Santana.
Yeah, that was a damn good album.
It was like the walk-up song too.
Yeah,
like
it was. Big time.
Everybody loved that one. Let's see. Big cultural events. Y2K comes and goes. Internet goes mainstream. Napster's still around. Cell phones we go from CD to MP3 to iPod to iTunes to streaming. We're in the midst of that. The cell phone becomes more normal. PlayStation 2 arrives.
Ooh.
Oh, the .com bubble burst. I didn't have much of a portfolio back then.
No. Neither did I.
Let's see. Britney, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys are everywhere. Marshall Mathers, Eminem becomes a cultural force. The Marshall, his Slim Shady song is just the top of. I'm watching Carson Daly talk about it every afternoon.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. 2000 presidential election. Remember it well.
Yep.
There's you can either
Hanging Chad.
You can either go win, or you can sit back and watch it all play out.
That's right.
Al Gore's like, you know what? I'm gonna let this thing go.
Yeah, why not?
George
Let it
Bush is
ride.
like, I'm gonna put some boots on the ground and get this thing figured out. Let's see.
Simpler time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. I remember being a kid, going to bed, wake up, be like, we don't know who the president is?
That's right. I know. It was the weirdest thing.
I thought this was going to be done. Let's see. So to go through it all. Yeah, I mean, 2000, the Bush Gore thing. Even that. Could you imagine that happening today?
Oh,
I couldn't even fathom what it would be like. It's just so. Thank you, George Bush and Al Gore, for
for handling it as well as you did.
Oh, my
right?
goodness.
I mean, we'd be out of toilet paper again in the grocery stores.
Exactly.
You kidding me?
So there you go. We'll go back and look back at the year that was 2000 right after this. Also, Bangor Mall Cinemas, Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. Bangor Mall Cinemas features luxury recliners, upgraded food menu, find showtimes, and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. All right, back with more right after this. Morning Roast brought to you by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, official sports grill of the roast, and the place to be in downtown Bangor, herosportsgrill.com. Brian Sullivan, Greg Hirsch, Jeff Hoak here on this Monday morning. Good to have Jeff back. Score it real quick. 2000s. This isn't going to be a factor.
No, 5-5.
Yeah, 5-5
for sports.
Yep. I'll give you a 5-8 just because the hangover of like going to the Final Four, the Frozen Four for hockey.
That's a huge deal.
That's a huge thing.
Yeah, it's a huge deal. So you get points for that. Women's basketball goes to the NCAAs. You get points for that.
And you draft Tom Brady. So maybe for historical, seeds are planted there. But and then for the other stuff, I don't know. It's a little higher, especially for me. The Marshall Mathers LP is one that I listened to quite a bit. I'll give it a 7-1.
Yeah, I was gonna say 7-2. Really, I mean,
Yeah.
you just heard Santana coming in there,
Right.
man. Like that was older Santana ripping it up.
Exactly right. So once a star, always a threat.
Yes.
So that's exactly what you see there. So there you go. I don't think we'll be dealing with 2000 again once we narrow it down to what year was the best, but certainly nice to look back. As we look ahead, as the fall come so close. We do have some interesting stuff coming along where you got a new partnership that we're going to start embarking on come September 1. What's going on there, Greg?
Yeah, so we got Tuggy Co Sports is your sports memorabilia house here for Bangor, and predominantly cards, right? Cards is a big thing. Card breaks and everything. They are...
Now, you say card breaks. That means like you opening packs up on there.
Online, yeah, exactly. They're doing them. You can go
like
to...
the Cooper flag thing I just saw?
Exactly. Like you do that. They do that live on eBay Live, but they also have a card storefront too. So go in there over off of Hogan Road, Tuggy Co Sports. They're going to be a huge sponsor, partner of ours. They are actually hiring online streaming platform people right now. They are looking for any day of the week, 9 a.m. To about 5 during the week. Night shifts are also available. And then late night after midnight shows as well. But if you're looking to make some extra money and you got some time, and you have interest in trading cards and everything, and experience kind of just being in that world, they would love to hear from you. You want to email them at info@tuggycosports.com. info@tuggycosports.com, or just stop over there in their storefront, check them out, see what they got, and let them know you're interested in maybe doing some live streaming for them.
So like you're just opening packs
And chit-chatting with the people in the room. You know, if you like that environment and things like that, they'll pay you good to go do it.
Can I bring like my shoebox full of cards and they can tell me what I got?
They'll probably direct you in terms of like how to get that figured out. You know, I think that would be more.
But they take stuff in.
They do take stuff in. Yeah, they definitely take stuff. If you got something you think's good, they'll definitely want to hear from you. Yeah, for sure.
And
I mean, don't just go rolling in there with your shoebox and like Marty Barrett, 86 second base. You know, like
right,
they don't need that. But yeah, for sure.
You into this stuff, Jeff?
Not really. I've never really been into the card trade thing. It does pop up on like my TikTok or my Facebook every now and then, and it does intrigue me to see them open it. But I've never been into the actual collecting with it itself.
Yeah. It's so when you go through it, and maybe we'll talk to Tuggy about this. But like, am I buying the pack sight unseen, and then I'm watching him open it? Like I'm a stakeholder in this.
You're bidding to jump on there. Yeah, you're bidding to jump on, I believe, to get in, because I used to do it when it was football helmets and jerseys, and they still do things like that as well. But yeah, it's with the cards. They're live opening it. You're like, this is your pull here. What did you get? And you could get nothing. You could get something that could be worth a lot of money.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So I think I got some stuff that's COVID. I went through and assessed my collection. I got some stuff that I think might be maybe rich, but
that could be some value.
Get me out of a couple jams.
There you go.
Yeah. We got Fred from Milford wanting to chime in.
Fred, how you feeling?
Hey, good. Just wanted to weigh in a little bit. I participated in some of these card breaks online, and
nice.
Just some genuine insight into how the process works. The ones I've been a part of, typically what they'll do is they'll list all the individual teams in a league, whether it be MLB, NFL, whatever it is, NBA, and then they'll list the teams and they'll either do auctions for each individual team.
Yep.
Or they'll set a price for each individual team, and you buy a team to get in. And any card that comes up that's part of that team, they send to you in the mail.
Gotcha. So
if
you want a Cooper flag, you buy the X amount of value for the Mavericks. That's your team, and you sit there and hope.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Good stuff. It was similar, very similar to actually the way we did it with helmets and jerseys and things. Very similar. You buy into the, and you get, by the luck of the draw, the team, or you get to pick the team. So it depends.
Fred, just wondering, like, what was your average like budget for what you were spending to have a stake or in a team that you liked?
It depends on what the product is that they're pulling. If it's a good product, I'll pay a little bit more. But my average cost to buy in, I buy the Green Bay Packers because I'm a Packers fan, or I'll buy the Red Sox or whatever. And I don't try to spend any more than $20 to $30 to get in.
Okay,
right on.
Good.
Fred, get in there. Get over see Tuggy. Make yourself a couple extra bucks. Do some card breaks.
Yeah, I've actually been thinking about starting my own stream with like, I have a nephew who likes to rip the packs too. And we're going to get together and do our own and like whatnot or something like that.
Very cool. Ooh. Very cool. Yeah, it's cool little subculture.
Good. There you go. Hey, Fred, we appreciate you. Have a great Monday, okay?
Thanks, you too.
All right, Fred from Milford there. He's into it. We'll see. I can't wait. Always nice to have people coming on board. And we're going to give a bunch of stuff away.
Yeah, exactly. We are. We're going to be giving a ton of stuff away, so stay tuned as we get into it. I think we're launching September 1st.
Kind of buried the lead on that one. By the way, you're going to get a bunch of free stuff.
Yes.
And you're only going to have to go see Tuggy.
Right. You got to listen to the show and then go see Tuggy.
Yeah, so we got a lot of jerseys coming your way, cards, stuff, a lot of value for you, the listener out there. Okay, this day in history, more history coming your way right after this. Don't go away. All right, welcome back to the Morning Roast. August 24th, the year 79, believed to be the date of the massive eruption of Mount Vesuvius, which buried the cities of Pompeii.
Woof.
Have you, I won't go too much into the detail, but have you seen any of the Anchorman outtakes where he makes a joke about Vesuvius?
Oh.
It's pretty much the funniest thing. I can't believe it didn't make
hysterical. It's hysterical.
Go look it up on your own time.
I know George Carlin had a good mouth. He was talking about Save the Planet back in, this would have been in the 90s, right? Save the Planet. He's like, think the planet where he's ask those people just in molten lava in like how they feel about the planet being a threat to the planet.
Let's see, 1853. The first potato chips are prepared by chef George Crum at Moon's Lake House near Saratoga Springs. Popular legend says he invents them, though earlier recipes exist. That's
interesting.
We've been eating these potatoes for a long time.
Yeah.
You're just going to cut them skinny?
That's right.
Cook them and salt them?
Fry them up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fry them up. Ooh, look at those things crisping up that.
What a turn of events.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We got endless supply, it seems like, too.
Those poor Irish people have been just mashing them, baking them.
That's right. Little do they know.
These are delicious. Let's see. In sports history, 1940, Red Sox left fielder Ted Williams pitches the last 2 innings in a 12-1 loss to the Tigers, allows 3 hits and 1 run at Fenway Park. 1972, Gordie Howe and Jean
Beliveau
are inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame.
There you go.
Greg had no faith in me.
I had none.
Beliveau.
Yeah, Beliveau. 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing become the most watched event on TV ever, with nearly 5 billion viewers watching the 2008 Olympics.
Yeah, that was huge. That was pretty crazy. I remember being just somewhere for work, and it's just on all like the hotel bar TVs. It was perfect timing for it. Everybody was engaged.
Birthdays today, 1944, Rocky Johnson. That's Dwayne's dad, right? Wrestler.
That's right.
Yep. 1945, Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon, I know. Let's put his personal stuff aside. He was WWF, man. That was what I grew up on.
Certainly had a big hand in it. He's one of those guys that I know you personally, Greg, like wish that a lot of that stuff, like you really liked Vince McMahon, and then the other stuff comes out, you're like, ooh.
Yeah, ruthless businessman, whatever. We can all live with that, right? Then the other stuff was like, jeez.
Not so good.
Yeah, no.
73, Dave Chappelle was born, and 81, Chad Michael Murray. Holidays today, it's can opener day. Okay.
Always have one.
Yeah, sure.
You should always have one.
National Knife Day.
Okay.
Peach Pie Day, and Weather Complaint Day.
Yeah, peach pie. Definitely.
I definitely have never had a piece.
Really?
I haven't either.
A peach pie?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. That's a Southern thing for sure, but don't sleep on a peach pie. Like, my God, we're stuck in apple country up here.
Yeah, I guess so. Me and Jeff, just a couple of Yankees. No peach pies. All right. 7 a.m. hour coming away right after this. Don't go away. Good Monday morning. Welcome into the Morning Roast. We're in the Greenway Equipment Studios, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth, because nothing runs like a deer. Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market on Harlow Street in Bangor. They are next to Goslin's Bakery. Sip fresh boba, explore snacks, ramen, and their tasty Jamaican patties. And Next Home, they're the market leader. Get looped and get sold with the Next Home experience. Brian Sullivan, Greg Hirsch, Jeff Hoak here. Back. Good to have Jeff back in the saddle with us. Greg, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great. Had a fun weekend, getting away to Portland for a little bit, but we also had Red Sox sweep, Patriots, Eagles, for whatever that was worth. I mean, it was a fun weekend, man.
Jeffrey, how are you?
It's been going well. Great weekend sports-wise, and you got Maine football kicking off this week, which will be fun. You got college football starting on Saturday too, like week 0 starting. We're fully entrenched into the into the fall sports season now, and I'm very, very excited.
Week 0 is a beautiful thing.
Oh, it's so nice.
I've already thought about taking the under on North Carolina.
Yeah, it's time. It's time. This is the time. It's deposit season for our Caesars accounts.
Yeah,
exactly
right. Yeah,
I hate deposit time, but you got to have the money in there to run with it.
Deposit time lays the path for withdrawal time.
You better believe
That's
it.
What we
you
like.
better believe it. Can't win if you're not in.
There you go. But yeah, the Red Sox with a sweep over the weekend. Your thoughts on what we saw from the Bo Sox here, Greg?
Yeah, it's just unbelievable how they've really reached that point where you don't count them out. You just don't count them out. They find ways to pull it off, and it's just been exciting. And it just you worried there when they went through that stretch, the 5-game losing stretch. That's like, okay, this is who they are. They're back to reality, and this is the way it's going to be. And they flip the switch, turn it around, and it's like, okay, get me to the weekend against the Yankees. A little trip to Florida, and boy, that one's building up to be something that we've hoped it would have been for a while now.
Yeah, Red Sox at Yankees this weekend. Can't wait to see how that one goes. But this team, they go through ebbs and flows, and I think they've made the moves, and the stuff that they've done still hasn't really done anything for him, right? It's like, we've made moves to make sure that Nick Sogart's not part of our life.
I know, but he's like, he hit a second home run. Look at this.
Yeah. And guys like him and Mickey Gasper just continue to be the ones that you're like, well, how are we going to win with these guys? We got to go get Adley Rutschman. We got to go get Connor Meade.
I know. Hardly knew you.
And I also I think we're gonna we now Cedar has been so consistent this year. Willier's kind of the new Cedar, right? Highs, lows. He had the game-winning walk-off ground out this weekend. Willier's kind of come back down a little bit.
Sure.
I'm just ready for him to. He's the kind of guy who a playoff series, he can get 3 home runs.
If he gets hot, yeah, exactly. He is just swinging with all his might. And boy, were they! If you watch the game yesterday, they couldn't stop talking about old 2-strike Rafaela. Man, it was like, hey, it's deadly with 2 strikes. Deadly. Look what he's doing, shortening that swing.
Exactly.
Right. Man, I think I drummed into my head throughout the entire game yesterday.
Let's see. So also the Pats and the Eagles, we can go through that stuff as well. But first, we'll do some headlines and highlights. Your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street and Brewer. For August, use the Mickey D app to plus up a great breakfast. Get a hash brown for only $1, breakfast snack for only $1 in the Mickey D app. And if you want greener, healthier lawns without harsh chemicals, Natural Lawn of America can help. Organic-based care and Tick Ranger protection, 721-0600 or naturallawn.com/Bangor-ME. Naturally healthier lawns. Let's do it there, Jeff. Great to see Jake Bennett stick with it yesterday. 7 innings, gave up 3 runs. Chad Tracy was talked about his pitcher.
These guys are giving you exactly what they were. The 4 or 5, pitchers in the rotation to give you what you need. You got Sandoval going 5-6 innings on Saturday, giving up 2 runs. Bennett gave up 3 yesterday. Able to settle in. Both of them settled in well. So it's good to have that little bit of anchorage on the back of your rotation there.
Yeah, your position of strength, the depth of the pitching staff, it got thinned out a little bit through August.
It's been in question, right? It's been in question. These guys, you're asking them to do more than they've had to do in previous, guys are rookies too. So, but it's they've found a way. They're hanging in there and making the most of it. Yeah, and it's been huge because that's what keeps the winning streaks elongated, right? So you don't have to sit there and stress out every 4th game that this one's unwinnable.
Also today, we are going to get word from on Trevor Story and Isaiah Kiner for Leffa. They're going to be reevaluated in Boston today.
Yep.
And Roman Anthony has been promoted to Worcester.
Yeah, you'll
see him Friday in New York. I'll put my money down on that right now.
Okay.
I'll go to Caesars and put my money down on that right now.
That does make sense.
Yeah.
That does make sense.
I think they want to get obviously just give him a little extra more time. They rushed Romy. They saw what happened when they rushed Romy Gonzalez. He struggled a lot. So they're going to give him a little extra time, and AAA is home. So, Friday in New York, you'll see him.
I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. A healthy Trevor Story, a ready-to-go Trevor Story, plays what role on your Red Sox team, Jeff?
Short lease on the bench.
That a boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do. The way Sogard is playing right now, and maybe Monasterio has cooled down a little bit, and you put him at shortstop, but he's been mostly a second baseman the last year and a half. I would have him on the bench when needed and a short leash because he's a very slow starter when he comes back from injuries, as everyone is. But you don't have a lot of time to really evaluate this guy.
No.
So it's going to be a short leash.
And you know what you're getting is a shortstop, too. You're not getting this, like, gold glove shortstop coming in either, you know? So
he's not what he used to be, for sure.
No.
So we'll see, but it does seem like that's a decision that is going to have to be made within the next couple of days here, as it does seem like he is ready to come back. Kind of Falefa, too. I mean, that's a roster spot. You paid him $6 million to be utility guy, so that probably means one of the guys that we were just talking about.
Yeah, goodbye, Mickey Gasper.
Right, yeah. Yep. And is that what you want? So we'll see what they do there. Patriots, Eagles over the weekend. Pats get a 24-21 preseason victory. Mike Vrabel talked about why he didn't think playing the starters was the right move.
Very blunt, right? I mean, you don't hear coaches talking like that.
No.
We're not very deep. I mean, you got to think that that's more. It's reality. We know this. Especially offensive line, not very deep there at all. Edge rusher, same deal.
Linebackers,
yeah, really.
Run through. I mean, he said first quarter he pulled the team together, had a timeout, and said the team was absolutely dog crap.
Yeah,
straight up, and it's like, the linebacker depth is nothing right now, and it's gonna be interesting to see how this defense looks this season.
You just part of that you wonder too. I mean, he's speaking the truth, but that's a message to some of these guys, right? I mean, we're getting near cutdown day here. It's like you got to pick it up.
One guy who we expect to be in the mix is Gabe Yakis. Here's what Mike Vrabel had to say about his second-round pick. So, maybe a very blunt, a little frustrated Mike Vrabel. I don't know how frustration maybe not the right word, but being honest about stuff and probably wishes that guy was in camp a few months earlier.
Sure.
And so he's going to have to pay his dues to get out there, but they certainly, on a team that lacks depth, need their second-round pick to be a contributor.
Yeah, he's got to find a way to be on the field and like you said, contributing this season. May take him a little bit. He's got a lot of technique issues he needs to work out, it sounds like. Physical skills are there, though. Just needs some seasoning.
All right. Okay, quick commercial break here. We got a lot more ahead. We're going to talk with Dan O'Connell, head coach of the John Baptist Crusader football team, in just a couple of minutes, but also stuck on the side of the road. Union Street Towing has you covered 24/7 statewide. From breakdowns to lockouts to get you moving fast. 942-4200, driven to be there when you need them most. And Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing for over 55 years. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, look good and feel good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Back with more after this. Acadia Federal Credit Union's newest location is now open on Wilson Street in Brewer, serving Maine since 1963 with branches in Bangor, Brewer, and Aroostook County. Learn more at acadiafcu.org. And Casella, good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. All right, we're going to get into some Pat stuff right here. We'll have Dan O'Connell join us at 7:40 as high school football returns. We'll give you a Sox prop as well. But I want to start with a soundbite from Burt Breer on the heels of some joint practices with New England and Indianapolis. Here's what Burt had to say about the conversations he had with people on the Colts. So it's an interesting spot that I think this Pats team is going to be different than what the world that we lived last year, which was the defense. I mean, the Patriots seemed last year, in my estimation, to play that kind of football. Like, we're going to let you make mistakes.
Yep.
The teams were not good, and that ended up just bearing fruit. 14-3 regular season record. Right.
We'll have timely offense. Our defense is going to be our stalwart, and we'll just wear you down and execute when we need to.
It feels like this team is going to have to outscore people, just based on what Mike Vrabel just told us. We don't have a lot of depth.
Yep.
And Jeff in the break was kind of going through the positions, and you rattle them off. You've got some depth up front, and or some solid players in Barmore and Milton Williams.
Yep.
You went and got Draymond Jones. You drafted Yakis. Hopefully Landry comes back.
Yep.
Those guys need to be good.
Yes.
And ultimately, if you can get a pass rush, that helps. But you start making your way back, you've got really good player at positional spots, but the depth isn't really there. And last year, you didn't really get banged up at all.
No, and I guess and that's kind of been the worry over the past couple of weeks here, and it just keeps getting more and more, is that obviousness of seeing, because you're seeing all the backups right now, and you're like, geez, this, like, if somebody on the O-line goes down, we could be in trouble. Like, if somebody, it's just, they're an injury or couple injuries away from it being really difficult, because the drop off from starter to backup, there's a huge gap there right now. It's not just, a little bit, it's a lot. So you just, it's one of those things, you have to deal with it. Every team has to deal with injuries, but this team can't afford injuries in key positions.
It does seem, though, that the offense, they've gone out and they've used picks, they've used money, they used trades, and this team seems like they're going to be able to really do it. I mean, like, the combination of Brown and May seems like it's going to be wildly potent.
This is the deepest I've seen the wide receiver room in quite some time, and that's even with Kayshon Boutte. You don't even know where Kayshon Boutte's going, because you got Romeo Doubs and A.J. Brown.
Yep.
You got Kyle Williams, who you took it with a second-round pick last year. So you got Kayshon Boutte after Chisholm in there too. Such a deep wide receiver room, and I love it.
It feels like it's going to be Brown and Doubs, no matter what.
Yep.
And then you're going to have everybody else
pop in the slot,
competing
typically
to be that other guy that gets out on the field, and if you go 4 wide, and you got 2 guys that can run the ball, and it feels like we got some 31-27s coming our way.
Right, I know. So think about that, right? Like, we're going to give you, last year we gave you efficient offense, lockdown defense. This year we're going to give you high-flying, potent offense. Defense might be a little sketchy. Sign me up for that. That could get kind of fun.
And I think out of the gate, too, like, okay, we're talking about if the depth isn't there, but the ones on defense are all pretty good.
I mean, you guys, they voted you the number 1 corners room in the league.
Right.
Like, so, okay, yeah, you don't have an edge rush, but, you've at least make up for it on that end.
So you're really nitpicking. I mean, the inability to draft and develop at certain positions, that's where the underbelly of the team, I think, gets exposed, where you don't have the depth, your own guys, your 4th-round picks that can then graduate to become starters. You've had to go out and sign guys like Carlton Davis is a guy who almost out of necessity, you had to go pay top dollar for a cornerback on the market. And Carlton Davis is an expensive second quarterback.
You should have had a guy in your room already,
right?
Like a Carlton Davis. You should have. Over 3 years of drafting, you should have had one, right? Like, so that's where, like you're saying, it gets exposed. They should have, a couple more depth pieces that they don't have because of poor drafting. Be it as it may, the starters look awesome.
Right. Yeah, the fact that Drake May is like the only guy on the team from his draft class going into year 3, it speaks volumes as to where the depth of the roster is. They've spent money, to their credit, to go out and build it up and to get the guys that you need to surround him with. But I also think if you go around, it's like, do the Detroit Lions have a lot of depth? Do the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a lot of depth?
Right.
Do the Rams have a lot of depth? Like, if those guys go down, like, does anybody have a lot of depth?
Right. Yeah, exactly. You're like, it's an embarrassment of riches a little bit, because your starters are, and the other, the starters are that good where everybody else is going to look pretty poor in comparison. Like, this team is offensively loaded right now before a snap has been played, but still, and it's that extra year of Josh McDaniel's system for Drake May, who's been through it for a year. What can he do with this? Oh, exciting.
It's going to be fun to see how they match up right out of the gate. That first month will be telling. I mean, that first game is going to be pretty fun to watch, especially where Seattle just manhandled you on that big stage. And how different are you? And
what to watch that banner be dropped inside the Seattle stadium.
Yeah.
It's just...
That should
great.
Fire you up.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
On a Wednesday.
So, I mean...
sounds so weird.
Love me some Wednesday football.
It's going to be fun to see. I wonder, do you think that this is... Are you okay with this just being an offensive patch team? Like, do you think that this is...
I think we're going to have to be okay with that.
Right.
I think we're going to have to be okay with that with some lockdown corners, get Gonzalez signed, and let's see what can happen. Let's see how Yakis, whatever, can develop. Jones, how does he develop into this system? Can they adequately stop the run, this team should be in a good shape.
I think that, that Seattle matchup, we'll get to it, but that's going to be fun. That's going to be a good one to watch. And it all goes down to, okay, the A.J. Brown of it, you probably try to get him the football as much as possible, but him just being on the field makes everybody better.
Yes.
Right? Well, that was the issue when you faced them in a Super Bowl was they didn't really have a alpha wide receiver that, they had to go cover. You had Kayshon Boutte, I guess, but like that, I mean, he was just coming. Now you got to, keep your eye on A.J. Brown, but you also got Romeo Doubs on the other side. You got Kayshon Boutte in the slot. So they got more to work with and more to, lock down on, which is always nice.
All right, we'll do a quick commercial break. We're going to do a Sox prop, get into the Sox right after this, talk with Dan O'Connell as well. Let's see, Ticket TV on demand. You missed a game on Ticket TV, no problem. Every game's available, 929theticket.com and on the app. The fall season begins September 3rd. Hard to believe. All right, back with more right after this. Back to the morning roast as we try and get you a winner for today. We discussed it. So you got Ranger Suarez versus was it Sandy Alcantara?
Yeah.
And so you get the over-unders at 7.5. You could buy that up a run. But we're gonna go with Nick Sogard.
Yep.
We're gonna over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, top the lineup. Figure hitting a run.
A lot of at-bats.
Yeah. So we're gonna go with Sogard and just kind of put that one away as that's our Sox prop of the day. But you are going down to take on a Miami team here that is coming off. Miami's not the Miami that I thought I was going to see this year. They're pretty good.
Yeah, no, they went on a streak of, I believe, 12 losses in a row, and they've even back out and started to bounce back. Their pitching isn't great, but their offense is really good. They have one of the best average hitters in Otto Lopez at shortstop. And
this guy who's going to go today is pretty good, right? He's a guy who I thought the Sox might have targeted. So
right,
but yeah, this is where I'd like to see Ranger Suarez be the guy that we went out and signed, right?
Yeah, you need a performance from him. He's been on, kind of spiraling a little bit where he just doesn't look like himself, and just you need him stepping up at this point.
He hasn't been striking out many either. I think he had 2 or 3 last game against Arizona, won the game before that, and he's a strikeout guy. He's been that strikeout guy. Yeah, he's just been struggling, and hopefully a team that he's familiar with when he was with the Phillies, hopefully he can get back on track with that one.
Yeah, because as of today, I mean, barring a guy who, I can envision a world where Garrett Crochet comes back, ramps up over the course of the next month. He is an opener for Brian Bayo in a playoff game. Okay, I'm here for that. I think that's quite the chance to take in a 3-game wild card series where you're probably going to find yourself. But you probably have some version of Sonny Gray, Peyton Tolley, and Ranger Suarez as your 3 starters, right?
Yeah.
Maybe if Jake Bennett continues on and has 3 more starts like you saw yesterday, but I would find it hard to believe you're going to pay Ranger Suarez $25 million and not have him start a playoff game.
You paid him to start playoff
and he's
games.
done it in the postseason.
Oh, 1,000%.
But okay, Ranger Suarez, like Jeff just said, you said too, let's lengthen this out.
Yep.
I don't want 85 pitch handcuff.
Yep.
Let's go out there and be the guy that we thought you were going to be, because we kind of need you, right?
Big time we need you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like we said, we don't know what Jake Bennett looked good yesterday after a tough start, but at the same time, young kid, just he's pitching so much more than he's used to. You need these veteran guys stepping up, and that's why we paid them.
And you want to be able to keep this 3-cushion lead behind the Yankees going into Friday. Not to look super ahead, but Friday, because obviously you're right behind the Yankees.
We're looking ahead.
You're hoping they lose a couple games here against the Astros coming up Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you can get closer, and then you can kick some butt over the weekend and overtake that first wild card.
It really is good for, I think, baseball to have that be a thing, especially, we're going to deal with week 0 of college football.
Yeah.
But you're going to have Red Sox Yankees with some juice.
Yeah, with something on the line.
I mean, there was the playoff series last year, but to the Red Sox, when they swept the Yankees to begin this hot streak, their sort of resurgence, that was almost I wasn't ready for that as a Sox fan, right? I'd kind of written them off.
Sure, of course. Yeah, you didn't know what was to come, so it just was one of those. It was nice. I mean, actually going into that, it was like I thought the best thing that could have possibly happened is the Red Sox to get their ass kicked, to be honest with you. We were at that point. We forget, it seems so long ago now, but it was like, okay, it's going to be blow up time, trade Chapman, trade Gray, whatever, let them get their ass kicked and just bury this season. To the credit of the players, they turned it all around.
It's been amazing. I haven't been on the show since the season started. So like seeing them at the very low, and then obviously we all wrote them off, and then going on that win streak, they gave me my summer back, man.
Oh, without a doubt.
As you guys know, I'm a massive Red Sox fan, and it was a downer to see them play the way that they've been playing. To see them give my summer back, it's been so nice.
Let me just set up your week for you though here, okay?
Sure.
Right, go ahead, Greg. What you were
I was gonna say. I mean, yeah, Jeff had to leave the group text. It got too negative. Like that's how bad it got. Like you don't understand. Like Jeff's like, and he like announced it too. He's like, "Peace out. Can't do this.
Yeah,
this is too much."
Side texted to Greg and I like, "I can't take Tyler's
I can't do
right,
it.
I can't. I got to get away from Tyler for now.
Yeah. I actually asked Tyler. I was like, "If Jaron Duran didn't exist, what would you talk about on the radio?"
It would be tough.
Yeah. If he was just a good-hearted volunteer at the SPCA of Hancock County, what would you talk about? Like,
right.
You'd have nothing. But your week this week as local sports fans, you got this series against the Marlins, which is nice. Okay, the Marlins, but like Jeff said, you got to get some wins. Ranger Suarez going to pitch this one. He's coming back around. You're going to see him again on Sunday afternoon against the Yankees, right? If all goes according to plan, 6 games from now. So Suarez starts here. It's also going to have the game 3 of that Yankee series. 3-game series against for a little baseball. Off day Thursday. Get set. Maine football.
Yeah.
Thursday night.
Yep. Oh, my God.
Okay, Jeff tells me Roman Anthony is coming back on Friday in New York for a 3-game series.
4-game series because it's a doubleheader on Saturday.
Oh, my goodness, I skipped over that. So you might get Ranger on. They probably don't skip Ranger a day. You probably get some sort of
you might get a bullpen game somewhere in there.
Right? Yeah, right there. So there's Bayo and an opener. But okay, so even more need that you got the off day Thursday. Maine football opens up against Towson, and then we're talking all these coaches this week. We got preseason football games. It's really back. This week.
Yeah.
High school football starts next Friday, I believe, next Thursday.
The ticket schedule, the regular season games,
Thursday?
Next Thursday night. So, I mean, this is it.
The fall's here, man. I'm so excited.
I got to do some barbecue planning, man. This thing has got it all written all over it. I mean, we're talking ribs, pulled pork. It's going to be good.
Yeah, it is going to be a lot. Okay, quick commercial break. We're going to talk with Dan O'Connell right after this. Back with more of the Morning Roast on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket. Welcome back to the Morning Roast. Now joining us on the Heroes Hotline, roast contributor, head coach of the John Babs Crusaders, Dan O'Connell. How are you, Dan?
Sully, how you doing today, buddy?
Yeah, doing good, man. It's we were just kind of going through it. It's all back. We got Red Sox Yankees this weekend, week 0 of the college football season. Maine opens up on Thursday. You guys got a scrimmage on Friday. Probably did you have one over the weekend?
Yeah, we were actually very lucky to have one at the University of Maine. We got to invite Gorham High School and Belfast High School to Morris Field at Alphonse Stadium, got to watch practice, see how the Black Bears do it, and then got our own reps and had a barbecue afterwards. It was a great way to celebrate football, and now we're on to our exhibition game Friday night against Brewer.
Awesome. What's this time of year like for you as you get back into the swing of things?
Well, it's awesome in so many ways. It's just super busy, especially as the athletic director as well. All the other fall sports are starting and had a great first week along with football, so there's a lot of moving parts. But like you described and like you guys have been talking about this morning, it's all back, and there's not a better time of year in my mind.
Do you make a point in that 2-week hands-off period to go do stuff, to get a little vacation? Of course, a little different when you got a kid moving into college, but do you try to get away and do some stuff during that 2 weeks when you had the hands-off before you open up last Monday?
Well, sometimes I wish he was moving in college. We live so close to campus. He's stuck here in the same bedroom he was in high school. So dealing with his schedule and everything he's been doing has been great. But, yeah, we try to get some family time, and then that second week of hands-off, it really gears up in terms of getting organized for everybody to start on that first Monday in terms of multiple sports and multiple venues and all the stuff that we do at John Babs. And then soon enough, school will be here, and I might be one of the only people in America that begs for the school day because it just seems to calm things down in terms of rhythm. Everybody else is fighting that and wanting summer to continue, but for us, summer's already ended. So the sooner we can get back to a ritual, a routine, the better. And like you said, we're looking at all things sports, Red Sox, Yankees, college football. The NFL will be here by mid-September. So, yeah, it's a really special time of year.
How are the numbers for this year's Crusader squad?
Right now we're at 37. We expect to add a couple of more, so the numbers are good. In the 23 years I've been doing it, we've never been below 26, but we've never been over 42. So this is kind of where we live, and we're excited to be in that sweet spot.
You looking for any players that don't make the Maine Black Bears to come down to a final year at John Babs? Could we do it that way?
Well, now that we should reestablish eligibility, I want to go out and look. What can we do? High school NIL is right around the corner. We've actually talked at the state level with some of the MPA stuff and some of the Athletic Administrators Association stuff about high school NIL not being far behind. Certainly it's happening, in bigger areas. So you never know. Guys that moved on and need to come back, whether that's educationally or athletically, there's hope for us all. Maybe down in the future we'll be running around Dorothea Dix having a men's league football program.
How many honks a day do you get at practice over there outside Dorothea Dix?
It's funny that you asked that. It's kind of a rite of passage for us. We get mostly positive ones, and there are a lot, which is great because we've been out there a long time. And we had our Back to Babs alumni function on Friday night on campus, and 5 or 6 alums who played football tell me every year, and they told me again this year, I honk every time I go by. So we have a lot of those. Every once in a while, we get the detractor.
Yeah.
That rides by and tells us what they think of John Babs and John Babs football. And sometimes I think I do a pretty good job of jumping on it quickly enough that the kids don't get fired up, but I might yell at a car or two if I need to, if they say something derogatory. But yeah, we get a lot of them, that's for sure.
So one thing I always like with the covering John Babs talking about it is that you seem like you're kind of malleable in how the offense defense is going to go, and you're a product of the kids you got, right? Is that still the way that you're seeing this thing? What do we expect to see from this John Babs team?
Yeah, I mean, we like to, I think everyone does in this day and age, right? I think you try to take the best advantage of your athletes. Defensively, we are a multiple front team. We've done everything from a 6-2 to a 3-5 just based on who we've had in the stable. This year will be mostly a 40 front with 2 high safeties or a cover 3-1 high safety look. And then on offense, we love to run the triple option. We're a flex bone team, but we will throw the ball when they give it to us, and we will definitely use other parts of the flex bone with different plays and such to kind of showcase and accent the guys we have. In Saturday's scrimmage, we did a great job running the basics of that offense, and I think in the second half of the scrimmage, we did a better job tackling. That's always the nightmare with preseason football, right? It is what it is. You have to get acclimatized in a certain way. And so with 2 days of helmets, then 2 days of shoulder pads and helmets, and then only a day of full pads before you go to this controlled scrimmage with the coaches on the field. My biggest worry every time we go out every year, aside from staying healthy, is can we get anybody on the ground? and we did a pretty good job of that as the scrimmage went on Saturday, so we're excited. But in terms of personnel and in terms of the systems, we're excited to do our thing, but to add wrinkles any chance we get, because we do, especially at John Babs, where we don't necessarily have guys that have been playing since second grade and running the same system. We do want to make sure that we stretch the field in all ways on offense and then work to our personnel on defense.
I'm just looking at my emails here. I got the MPA Media Advisory quarterly meeting is coming up on Thursday, where we talk about some of the stuff that's going on, and you guys get a chance to, as your role in the MPA. And one of the things that you guys have done this year is you've added the Alan Snell Sportsmanship Award. Can you talk to me about that a little bit?
Yeah, so it's actually a conference level award, which is great for us in this area because Allen's meant so much to the Bangor Brewer area. So it's for the Big 11 conference, which encompasses Class C and Class D. Class C statewide, those schools are from as far south as Greeley and all the way up here to our neck of the woods, and then it's the Class D North Conference. But Alan Snell's been an institution in education and officiating and football in general for over 50 years as a superintendent. And then as an official, he's done as much for education and officiating as anybody in the state. He's a huge football fan, but more than anything, he's a huge fan of kids and making sure that every kid that he's ever come in contact with, as much as possible, had a positive opportunity. He was a hard-nosed football player when he played. He would tell you that he played with an edge, and if it was still his era, maybe sportsmanship wasn't always top of the list because it was rough and tumble, it was aggressive, and it's a different world. But he has stood for those type of principles in terms of sportsmanship, and we couldn't think of somebody better in our area to name this award for than Mr. Snell. And so each year in the Big 11, there'll be a Class C and a Class D Alan Snell Sportsmanship Award, and we're looking forward to giving out the first one at the conclusion of this season. So we just want to thank him for all he's done, and we appreciate the fact that we'll be able to do something in his honor for all his service.
Dan, we appreciate you coming on and getting us ready for the season that lies ahead. Anything else on your mind before we let you go?
I just want to say thank you guys for all the coverage of high school sports. I'm looking forward to talking with you guys again in the coming weeks and months. Call anytime. And as much as anything, stay involved. If you can coach, if you can officiate, and if you're an athlete listening to this, play sports. We need you in every way imaginable. We appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
All right, Dan O'Connell, head coach of the John Baptist football team, Big O. We appreciate you. We'll take our takeaways right after this. All right, welcome back to the Morning Roast. Thanks to Jordan Stevens joining us in the 6 o'clock hour, Dan O'Connell in the 7 o'clock hour for joining us on the Heroes Hotline today. We got Red Sox baseball against the Marlins, 5:40 pregame, so you got an hour and 40 minutes of the drive this afternoon. Our Sox prop of the day is going to be Nick Sogard. He is going to have over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. That's our Sox prop of the day. Greg, what are you leaving with today?
This is going to be a great week, man. We're just going to start slowly with a little Florida Marlins Sox, work our way up into an absolute frenzy by Thursday. Maine football kicks off, and then Sox-Yankees weekend, man. It's not going to get any better.
Yeah, it really is. Football is back. As of Thursday night, football is back. Real football.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait.
Jeffrey, what about you?
It was great to be back. I'll be back in a couple weeks. I'll be covering for Marcus's honeymoon. So I'll be back the week of the 21st. And yeah, fall sports is back. I'm excited. It was nice to talk to DOC, hear some high school football talk. And one last thing, I want to give a shout out to my mother. Happy birthday. We'll be celebrating a little bit later tonight, going out to dinner. So
happy birthday to Jeff's mom. We'll be celebrating privately. But yeah, happy birthday. Great to have you back, Jeff. It is always a pleasure. Great to have you here. And the positivity, right? And keep the tweets coming. I'm here.
I'll be all over it. Don't you worry.
And we'll be ready to have Jeff back in a couple of weeks here. So yeah, thanks to Jordan and Dan. And hey, if you're driving by John Baptist football and you're yelling anti-Crusader sentiment,
wild, right?
You really need to have
seek help, man. Seek help.
What do you got going on in your life?
He's a kid, right? You're doing this at, man.
Yeah. But give him a honk though.
Yeah.
We encourage the honks though.
Yeah.
Like I want everybody to be honking today. Driving by there.
Positive messages towards
Keep
them.
Up
That's
the good work.
Yeah.
Right. That one struck me as interesting that you're getting. And what are you yelling? You guys stink.
Yeah. I know. Unbelievable, right? Wow.
Anyways, all right, that's going to wrap it up for the Monday edition of the Morning Roast. We'll be back here tomorrow at 6 a.m. Have a great day.